This is Steve.
Hey Steve, I have to come clean. It's a cold call, but I'm reaching out to you with intention. Like, do you have 20 seconds for me to tell you why I'm calling?
No, I don't. I'm boarding a plane right now. Hello.
Hey Godfried, you're probably gonna hate me. This is a cold call, but I'm reaching out to you intentionally. Hung up on me. I'm gonna call him back. The key is the more you get rejected, the less it hurts, right? It's rejection exposure therapy.
Hello.
Hi, I was looking to get in touch with Brady.
This is she.
Oh, hey Brady. You're probably gonna hate me. It is a cold call. Do you have like 20 seconds for me to tell you why I'm reaching out to you specifically?
Sure.
After a year and 3 months of effort chasing one of the biggest deals in my tech sales career, I just found out that I lost the deal. This was the single greatest loss in my 10-year career at Oracle, Google Cloud, and now as the second founding seller at a global late-stage Series D startup. The loss hurt. When I got the call, I actually felt like I was in a movie. It felt surreal. I was so close to getting the deal. I got the verbal from the head of engineering and the CFO. The contract was being redlined by the legal team and they were being really slow. And then they asked for our certifications from a security and compliance perspective. And there was a specific certification that they needed. It was a deal breaker, and we didn't have it yet. Sometimes in tech sales, you can do everything right as a seller. You can do everything within your power to make a deal happen and still lose the deal because of something that is out of your control. So how am I responding to this? I'm doing some Friday afternoon cold calling. It's 5:30, 5:40, almost 6 p.m. Central Time here in Austin, Texas, and this deal fell through, so I'm going to pick up the phone and control what I can to grind and create new opportunities. It doesn't matter what happened in the past, whether we won a monster deal or lost it. It's about what we're doing moving forward, and I'm hungry. I'm called to greatness. You are too, by the way, and I'm going to put in the work on a Friday afternoon when all the other sellers are packing it in and getting ready to party on the weekends. I'm going to shoot some shots and tie a prospecting bow on this week by reaching out to 3 companies and reaching out to different contacts at these companies, predominantly C-level executives like CTOs, CIOs, CEOs, directors of technology, and these companies are going to be in the small and medium business to mid-market space. So they have, 10 million in revenue to a couple hundred million in revenue. They fit my ICP, and these companies are going to be across a couple industries. One is a pharmaceutical company, so in the health and life sciences space. Another is a technology company, and a third is a company in the sports equipment space. Whether you're an SDR who's early in your career, who's paid to grind and smile and dial and set meetings, or you're a seasoned account executive that realizes you can't fall prisoner to hope with your in-flight deals because big deals can fall through, just like what happened to me this week, I hope this video motivates you and inspires you to do your own prospecting to lay the groundwork for your future success. And before we dive in, if you're an aspiring SDR looking to break into tech sales for the first time with a top tech company, then consider my Blueprint Tech Sales Accelerator. It's got self-paced course content, but it's much more than a course. You get direct coaching with me, weekly office hours, and accountability in community. Not to mention, I open up my network with top companies to open doors for you. And if you're a current SDR trying to master outbound and hit your metrics and get promoted to account executive, or you're an account executive looking to crush your role and make strategic career changes to better companies, you can also book time with me at my Calendly link to have a discovery call, and we can see if you're a fit for my white glove career coaching. Whatever stage you're at, from trying to break in to navigating to your next career move, I've got your back. I'd love to connect with you, and I'd love to support you. All right, guys, it's time to make some calls. Let's smile and dial. My first call is going out to a COO at a pharmaceutical company. Let's see if Steve picks up. I'm going to start with a permission-based opener. I'm going to call him again. Double dial.
This is Steve.
Hey, Steve, I have to come clean. It's a cold call, but I'm reaching out to you with intention. Like, do you have 20 seconds for me to tell you why I'm calling?
No, I don't. I'm boarding a plane right now.
Okay, well, travel safe. Can I email you? Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay.
No worries.
All right, cheers. Have a good weekend. All right, bye.
You too.
Bye. So I decided to let him go. I could have pushed a little bit more, but you know what's good? I left a neutral to positive intention, and I got agreement to follow up. And sometimes it's just getting that agreement and earning the opportunity to follow up and show you're a halfway decent, empathetic human that gets you in the door. So now I'm going to follow up and maybe say like cold called you right before getting on an airplane. And I'm not going to sit like, I don't know if it'll be that wordy, but I might put it in the subject line. And I'm going to send him a thoughtful email based on my research now that he's a little warmer, right? And so I'll do that on Monday. I'll put it in the tickler. And a good lesson and reminder that the double dial, which I learned back in my Oracle days, where you call once and then call back immediately, it gets people to pick up. Okay. So let's keep dialing to some other executives at this same pharmaceutical company. We've got the CEO. So Patrick, let's give him a call. And I'm trying to just use a permission-based opener to earn the opportunity to share why I'm calling, not trying to fit in why I'm calling in the value prop too early. Because I sell something very strategic, which is like cloud modernization services. And you might be like, what is that? Well, there's so many specific types of projects we can deliver and problems we can solve. So it's best for me to just keep it high level and also just get undivided attention to be able to share a few ideas and explore to see if there's an actual fit. It's probably better for me to get that undivided attention rather than jumping at something very specific too soon. So let's call Patrick the CEO. And I'm going to put a note to follow up with Steve. So, yeah.
Your call has been forwarded to.
We're going to try the double dial and see if it works. And if he doesn't pick up, I will leave a nice voicemail.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice.
Let's leave him a nice voicemail.
Patrick?
Is not available. The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
No. I'm going to send a nice email then. And I'm going to multi-thread all these contacts, by the way. An email is the sure bet to get something in front of them. It's like an advertisement that you might see on YouTube ads. You know, you see the same advertisement over and over. And in this case, what I want to communicate in my advertisement is, hey, you know, we help companies like you in your specific industry solve these specific problems and achieve these business outcomes. And we'd love to be a resource to you. Would it be worth a chat? So I will follow up with Patrick as well. So cool. I got a note there. Now, I'm going to call Godfred, who's a director of technical operations. That's a cool name. You know what I always say in these prospecting videos, and feel welcome to check out my other videos where I've gotten rejected, I've set meetings. It's been pretty entertaining, honestly, even for myself. But what I say as a salesperson in tech is that we get to play the prospecting lottery. We get to shoot shots to have the chance to set the meeting that could change our quarter, year, and career and win outsized gains. But the thing is, there is no risk or no downside. Worst case, we get rejected, but it's not even personal. They're not rejecting us. They don't know us. They're rejecting their offer, maybe. But a lot of times when we get rejected, they haven't even heard our offer fully, and they're just using automatic responses to get us off the phone. So what's the worst thing that can happen? We get rejected, they hang up on us. That's not bad at all. If we were doing actual gambling in Vegas, we could lose thousands of dollars. Here, we lose nothing, but we get the chance to win those massive gains. And that's why sales is so exciting. We get the chance to build freedom. And freedom is what this country's all about. America, baby, back-to-back World War champs. All right, let's call Godfried.
Hello.
Hey, Godfried, you're probably going to hate me. This is a cold call, but I'm reaching out to you intentionally. Hung up on me. I'm going to call him back. Calling him right back, and he freaking hung up on me.
Please leave your message for.
Hey, Godfried. It looks like we got disconnected, but I'm at a top AWS partner, and we work with companies in the pharmaceutical space to be more efficient with their compute and save money, and accelerate research and development and producing more pharmaceuticals through data and AI and leveraging the latest technologies. So we specifically work in your industry, and I thought it'd be important to talk to you specifically as a director of technical operations, because I imagine you might be a part of building the cloud strategy. So I want to be a resource to you and would love to build a relationship. So, and if you want, you can call me back at my number. Otherwise, I will send you an email as well. Cheers. All right, let's keep going. So I'm going to call Alan, VP of Innovation and Technical Science. Oh, it's not the right number. Let's try another number. Oh, damn. I thought with Godfried, you're probably going to hate me. It's a cold call would work. It has in the past. I feel like it's real, but for him, it didn't work. So it's all an experiment. So Alan, the key is the more you get rejected, the less it hurts, right? It's rejection exposure therapy.
We can help you find another business in the area, since the number you called is not in service.
Okay, I don't have the right number for Alan, and I'm gonna mark him in red on my contact sheet that I don't have the right information. All right, next I'm reaching out to Mike, a senior director of IT, and he would be good to talk to. Now, I noticed with Godfried, who I think it's Godfried, yes, he's an IT director too, and I'm a passionate high energy sales guy, and IT folks usually aren't as passionate and high energy. So maybe what I could have done is tone down my tone, and I'm going to try that with this next call. because Mike's in IT and he's probably not as high energy like a salesperson. Let's change up the tone.
The person you are trying to reach is currently unavailable.
We're going to double dial.
The person you are trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the tone. When you have finished, please hang up or press the pound key for more options.
Hey, Mike, this is Chris. I'm with a top AWS services company that works with companies in your industry in the health and life sciences space, specifically pharmaceutical companies, to be more efficient with their compute spend, save money, and leverage data and AI to accelerate drug discovery and research and development, and ultimately just better use cloud technology. I thought you specifically would be someone who is important to talk to that is involved in the cloud strategy. So I would love to begin building a relationship, looking through a long-term lens. So if you can give me a call back, that would be great. Otherwise, I'll send you an email as well, and it would be great to just have a conversation, see if there's a fit to work together this year. Hope you have a great weekend. Cheers. Okay, let's keep it rolling. One more IT director. Let's call Daryl. No, Brian.
You've reached mailbox at Brian. I'm not available to take your call.
You know me, I'm doing the double dial.
You've reached mailbox at Brian. I'm not available to take your call. Please leave a message and I'll call you back. Thank you.
Please leave a message after the tone. When you have finished, please hang up or press the pound key for more options.
Hey, Brian, this is Chris. I'm at a top AWS cloud services partner, and we help companies in your specific space in pharmaceuticals reduce costs from a cloud perspective, be more efficient with how they're using their compute and storage, and ultimately adopt data and AI to innovate and accelerate research and development and just execute faster as a business. I thought you would be someone who is important to connect with around your IT and cloud IT strategy specifically. So if you can give me a call back at that would be great. And otherwise, I'll send you an email as well to connect that way. Cheers and hope you have a great weekend. Notice that I am tailoring to their specific industry and even sub-industry in pharmaceuticals, and I'm being concrete about specific areas where we help save money around specific services like compute and storage, and I'm tailoring to specific data and AI use cases and why they matter. At least, I mean, I'm not getting into the weeds of the use cases, the technical use cases, but I'm sharing the business value that data and AI can drive, which is accelerating research and development of new drugs and executing faster as a business. Yes, it's high level, but I think it's concrete enough to be at least somewhat tailored. And I share that I'm reaching out to you specifically because in your role, I know you would care about talking about your cloud strategy, which is what I help with. So, Leaving voicemails, by the way, is important, and it's great to use voicemail to point to your email. Apparently, the data shows that when you leave voicemails that point to your emails, email response rates go up dramatically. It's important to multi-thread and reach out to customers from all angles and show them, hey, I'm really trying to get in touch with you. I really want to help. All right, now I'm going to shoot a shot and call a chief innovation officer at a technology company. I'm going to reach out to Richard.
Hey, you've reached Rich from Coast Technology and Dealership Toolkit. I'm not here.
So apparently he goes by Rich, of course. I'm going to give him the double dial.
Hey, you've reached Rich from Coast Technology
Time for a
and
voicemail.
Dealership Toolkit. I'm not here to take your call right now, but if you leave your name and number, I'll get back to you soon. Thanks for calling and have a great day.
Hey, Rich, this is Chris. I work at a top AWS partner that works with innovation leaders like yourself to drive profitability for the business, particularly through cost savings. We have different mechanisms in place to hit cost savings from a FinOps perspective, a deeper technical level, and also to help leaders like yourself implement data and AI use cases across the business to actually improve EBITDA and overall just improve net profit of the company. There's so many use cases we could dig into, but I'd love to, have a conversation to share some customer stories and the results we're producing to help them innovate and execute faster as a business, but also save money along the way. My number is if you want to call me back. Otherwise, I'll send you an email in case it's easier to respond that way. Hope you have a great weekend. Cheers. So before that, I was trying to get a thumbnail picture, and that's why I did this little. I didn't put my tongue out. What am I doing? That's a good voicemail, and I'm going to follow up with him via email, sending that email advertisement. And the fact that I pointed to my email in the voicemail will increase my chances that he responds via email. And one other thing on the importance of leaving a voicemail is that in today's world, you're going to get a written transcript of a voicemail on your phone. And so these executives, these prospects might actually see my message in written form, and that's almost like sending another email or written message. It doesn't hurt to leave a voicemail. You don't necessarily expect that they're going to call you back in response, but they might get back to the email. But the reality is, every seed you plant from a touch point perspective across every channel builds familiarity with you in the mind of the prospect that increases the chances they'll respond on the next touch. I just saw that my buddy Jay tried to call me in the middle of this prospecting block, but even though he's my best friend and he's amazing, I cannot be distracted. I still have a couple more calls to make before I call it a day, and focus is critical when it comes to business development and overall business success. So let's make a couple more dials and then round out this prospecting block on this fine Friday. Now I'm going to call a sports equipment manufacturing company, and particularly the COO, James.
Hello, you've reached Jim Money's voicemail.
Apparently he goes by Jim, and I'm going to call him right back with the double dial.
Hello, you've reached Jim Lundy's voicemail. Please leave a message at the tone, and I'll give you a ring back as soon as possible. Thanks, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Jim, this is Chris. I have to say, just based on your voicemail, it seems like you're a great guy. You just seem like a warm and welcoming person. And I'm reaching out because I'm an AWS partner that works with companies in the manufacturing space and even the sports industry in general. Like one of our big companies that we work with, we help them. They're in the entertainment space when it comes to like sports specifically. We help them save money on cloud like AWS and Google Cloud to drive the profitability of their business and adopt data and AI to be more efficient operationally and improve the overall even like EBITDA from a strategic business perspective through AI use cases. So we do all things innovation and would love to begin building a partnership with you. I thought as a COO, you would care about the profitability of your company and your ability to execute. And there's definitely ways that technology fits in. So if you want, give me a call back. Otherwise, I'll send you an email and follow up that way in case it is easier. Hope you have a great weekend and cheers. You know what? It's been a long week. That voicemail was a little clunky. It was a little wordy, not my best, but hey, it's better to leave a touch point than not. It wasn't, egregious or horrible to the point that he's gonna be like, oh wow, this person, I'm never gonna talk to them. They're horrible. No, it wasn't. That wasn't the case. And you know what? I'm proud to just be prospecting on a Friday. Let's go. One more call. This is the last call, and we're going to reach out to Brady, who's a project manager, I think in the IT space. This would be a good person to talk to at the middle level that might not be a decision maker, but who can share some insights about their key initiatives where I can gather information, maybe build a champion, and bubble up to the top with highly specific, relevant messaging that ultimately can build an opportunity that could lead to a deal. So let's see if Brady picks up. And this is the final cold call in this prospecting block. Because I do the double dial, you know I'm going to get 2 shots for a live pickup and then leave a voicemail if I don't get an answer pointing to email.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 2252.
Double dial, baby.
Hello,
Hi, I was looking to get in touch with Brady.
this is she.
Oh, hey Brady. You're probably gonna hate me. It is a cold call. Do you have like 20 seconds for me to tell you why I'm reaching out to you specifically?
Sure.
Okay, first off, I'm a huge sports guy and a baseball guy in particular, so admire your brand. But I work for a cloud partner, so with AWS and Google Cloud, we're a top partner. Long story short, we help companies save money, and there's different ways we do it. Adopt data and AI to like you could drive efficiencies from that perspective, but ultimately execute as a business. And we do migrations and a lot of stuff. I was just calling to set up like a one-time combo to explore mutual opportunities and then you could tell me like, hey, it's not a fit or it is. But I thought you'd be important to talk to on that, but tell me if I'm wrong.
Are y'all looking for the Brady Moran in Baton Rouge that worked?
Oh, yeah, if for a Marucci.
Yeah, it's okay. I get that. I get this
Oh.
call a lot. So I'm not the same Brady Moran that works for Marucci. So
Okay, you're probably a lot nicer than that one though. And that's cool. You're a therapist. I admire that.
yes, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
But and I
Hey.
don't know his number either. I wish I could give it to people that call it. But,
Yeah.
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 I'm so sorry.
Well, honestly, I admire you for what you do, and thanks for being so kind. I'm gonna make sure I don't call you again mistakenly,
Thank
if
you.
anything. And you know what? I need to actually, you know what I'll do? You're in a database that's Zoom info for salespeople, and I'm gonna send them an email because I'm not the only seller who thinks you're Brady. So maybe I could stop
I get
this
a call
thing.
a lot about this.
This is hilarious. There's another guy named Alan that I think's the CTO, and I kept calling him. So I'll send an email to Zoom Info to see if we could get this taken care of. So.
Perfect. Okay, thank
Okay.
you so much. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank you. Have a great weekend. Bye.
All right, you too. Bye.
It was the wrong person, and she heard my whole pitch. That is so funny. What a great way to end. And you know what, guys? I'm so proud of myself because this week I lost the biggest deal of my whole tech sales career, my worst loss that I pursued for a year and 3 months. And here I am, smiling and dialing, still hungry on a Friday. Failure's temporary. It'll never stop me. And I know I'm called to greatness. And so are you. Guys, I appreciate you coming along this prospecting journey and tuning in. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, share it with more people who could benefit from the message, and subscribe to the channel for weekly tech sales motivation and encouragement to reach your potential on this path. And if you're someone who's an aspiring SDR who wants to break into tech sales for the first time with a top company, check out my program, Tech Sales Accelerator, linked in the description of this video. It gives you 12 hours of self-paced video content, 200 plus pages of workbooks, but added accountability and support in community with our TSA tribe, weekly office hours with me, direct coaching with me, and access to my network at top companies once you complete the program. And if you're an SDR trying to get to the next level and master outbound and get promoted to AE, or an AE who is looking to crush your role and make strategic career changes to better companies, then book time with me at my Calendly link, linked in the description of this video, and we can have a conversation around your goals, and I can share how my white glove tailored coaching can specifically empower those goals. To your success in tech sales and in life, happy selling and happy living, and we'll see you in the next one.